Oh, hey there, fellow humans. Elton McFall here, taking it nice and easy. Uh, Wednesday morning in my room, and the big clock says quarter to 11, which is probably a bit fast. I got this clock actually, I think a couple of years ago from the Montreal Association for the Blind. And one of the few advantages of being visually impaired, getting things like this, and getting a tax credit when it comes to income tax season. Anyway, I figure with the beautiful sunlight coming in my room here, and I have to take it easy because yesterday I felt like shit all day. I went out and I turned around and went home because this pericarditis, yes, I finally spelled it right, pronounced it right, for Christ's sake, is really acting up today. And pericarditis is basically an inflammation of the wall or sac of the heart, if you will. And oh Christ, this has been going on now for I don't even know anymore, a month and a half. And it's just very annoying, and it's taking longer than I thought to recover. And I've been really active lately, as you guys know. I go here, I go there, I film this, I film that. And I think it's caught up with me. So I'm still taking my medication, the cholocine. So anyway, like I said, I figure, why not we'll make a little video here in bed. I got Gloria there. Gloria. Psst. Gloria. Meow. 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 Gave her a good ear cleaning before there. Anyway, so I got some special pictures to show you guys. Special because I think these were the only photos I ever developed in 5x7 format. As I've shown you before, way down there is my stacks and stacks of thousands of photos I've taken. They're almost all 4x6 photos, 4x6 inch, or slide photos, and then I've got others in the computer. They're digital, but these ones I had them printed 5x7. And where's the pack that I had? Oh, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, let's get started. These are various types of pictures. What makes them also special is because this is really a showcasing all the different things, all the different types of transport items I photographed over years, and even some photos are from slides that I bought on eBay years ago and that I scanned when I had my scanner working, Anyway, this photo here was, I took this photo in the Terminus Centre-Ville, which is basically the downtown bus station for off-island and Montreal transit buses, like that Longueuil bus. That's a 1995 Nova Bus Classic, and it had a Cummins power. It did not have a Detroit, and I did take the photo at late afternoon rush hour from what was the bus again? The number of it, 1408, something like that. It was a 1994, one of the last classics in service, and I think this was 2013. Yeah. I think this was also in 2013. This is on Saint Laurent Street near de Castelnau. Good old International, I guess 4900 there, doing its thing there, watering the plants and trees. And also at about the same time, I spotted this also. I spotted on Saint Laurent Street this funky looking 66 Chrysler New Yorker. Very cool car, and I never saw it since. I saw it a couple of times after, and never saw it since. I don't know. Who knows? It could be in storage, could have been sold, could be in storage because it blew a motor or transmission. Who knows? U-joint. I don't know. So this is a photo right here I took in San Francisco when I was down there in 2006 for a week, and then a week after I went to LA for what? Cars, of course, old cars. This is a scene I had to take a picture of, showing the differences between, like the wealthy and even in an old school fashion, even though this is 2006, with the exception of the minivan, it looks like it had been taken in the 80s because you got your Mercedes SL Roadster, and then you got your 67 to 72 Chevy pickup there with I think a camper box on the back. With the camper box. It's pretty cool. 2006 August. Good old classic. Here's another good old classic. This one is a 1995 15055, seen on Boulevard Saint-Charles in Pierrefonds. Oh, took that I think in 2011, I think. 10, something like that. Check this out, DeLorean in a garage getting worked on. Of course, the DeLorean, it had a Renault motor, was shit, you know, but hey, doesn't matter, right? It's an amazing automobile, you know, the star of Back to the Future. And this was at a garage in Verdun, in the Verdun sector of Montreal. I used to frequent sometimes to sell my wares. And they did, this was a really big garage. They didn't fix just regular cars. They fixed, you know, high specialty cars, old cars. And this was in 2009, 10, 11, something like that. This is a cool picture, again, taken around that time, 2010, 2009. Right under Highway Metropolitan, I guess in Montreal East. But check that out. How cool is that? Never seen these two types of Dodge Ram vans together. You know, you got your older model on the right, probably made late 80s, early 90s, up until 92. Then you got the model that, you know, followed, which was the one on the left, which is funny because I didn't notice it until looking at this picture the other day. It looked like they made it bigger. If you look at it overall, the one on the left, it looks like they made it like taller. You know, it's interesting. It's an interesting picture. Still in Montreal, of course. Again, this was in 2013, I figure. Sherbrooke Street, NDG sector of Montreal, Notre-Dame-de-Grâce, and I snapped it because it was so cool to see that clean old minivan, eh? That Plymouth Voyager. Just whizzing by with the LFS bus, which looks like a 2002 LFS. Oh, by the way, any of these photos, you can have one of these photos like $2 each. From my trip to Cuba in 2007, February, that is known as a camelo, which is Spanish for camel, they called them these buses because they were scratch-built buses out of flatbed trailers. Because in Cuba, like they've just always been so desperate for transportation, for buses. They don't have enough. So that's what they did with a lot of these flatbed trailers. Pretty clever, and I was not tempted to ride in one of them. The truck pulling that, by the way, was an international cab over. Cuba, the land of where, as it's been said, the museum on wheels. This was in 2008. I think this was like right when I got my digital camera, my first digital camera. And this is at Métro Cartier metro station. You can see a lineup of LFS buses, and I think there was one classic in there, but it wasn't seen in this view, I think. And the first bus is 0707, 2007. Yeah. And speaking of buses, then here's a photo I had made up from one of my slides that I scanned. Transparency, and that's why it's not sharp, because the scanner was not, frankly, was never great. Actually, I'm not sure if it was the scanner or was my old computer that was shit. I think it was the old computer. But anyway, that's good old Routemaster, AEC Routemaster X London Transport. Seen right next to the Turcotte interchange, about to go on Monk Street back to the Grey Line Garage. Here's a neat shot again, probably about 2013, 14. Yeah, right near the airport, right on Chemin Saint-François, right next to the pipeline truck stop. You can see that. I think that's a CRJ regional jet coming in for landing. This camera might stop recording because now it's at filming almost 10 minutes. Oh yeah, look at this. This was near the airport also, but that was in Dorval. Amazing sunset, gorgeous sunset, where you can see from the Dorval Shopping Center. About the same time, I think 2014, 15, 13. I don't remember. I don't know. Okay, this this only got in here because I sort of like had this framed, I think, for a while, and it's a 4x6 photo anyway. This was taken in 2002 in Pierrefonds. Outstanding 65 Buick Riviera, maybe the nicest I've ever seen. Amazing cars. Just, anyway, Nailhead 401 58. Speaking of airports, here's one right at the airport. off Cardinal Street. I don't remember the name of the street here, but check this out. I think these are both Airbus A330 planes. You got your Air Transat there at the bottom, your Air Canada taking off. That's a cool place to look at some planes up close. Now, speaking of planes up close, this is one of the most amazing photos I've ever taken. So I don't care if I don't sell this. I mean, even if I do, I have the photo on my computer. But check this out. I was plane spotting one day, right? Again, 2000, I don't know, 13, 14. Chemin Saint-François. The planes were landing in that direction, you know, to the right. The runway was right over there. And I noticed this cloud. And just for like a couple of minutes, look at that. It was exactly shaped like a plane. Exactly. There's your wings. Fuselage. Look, even it looks like a landing gear over here. Fucking amazing. I'm still blown away when I look at this photo. I cannot believe. I think one day what I'll do is I'll have a much bigger photo of that blown up. If I ever have the money, you know, just a way bigger photo. Like big, like, you know, like one of these guys here. And frame it. It's like, wow, it's like, okay, if there's a God, was he giving me a sign or something? Speaking of weird things, I get about this time, 2013, 14, something like that, 15. Look at this. This is from an LFS, an older STM Nova Bus LFS, doing a 105 route on Sherbrooke Street. I had to get a picture of this. I waited until somebody got off the bus so I could take a picture of that. That is what's known as new old stock, NOS. Replacement, the window handle, chrome, metal. These were made aftermarket for GM New Look buses. So whatever garage fixed that on, probably LaSalle garage, the other ones broke, because they were always breaking off these things with all the wear, and they had that, and they're like, well, what makes us? So they put that. Pretty cool. Not too far from Sherbrooke Street, further south off St. Patrick Street, there's a Monk Street Bridge, a nice looking LFS there, 2007? 2003. Anyway, I think I took this photo, I don't remember when I took this photo, again, 2013, 14, 15, more older, maybe 2010, 11, I don't know, I mean, I'm getting older, I'm forgetting shit, you know. This was this one was just a few years ago as well, 2014, 15, I think, 13. That is that was that truck came out of Station 30. I think it was a 91 Grumman Olson, and it was Montreal Auxiliary Fire Department on the scene there in Old Montreal. I'm trying to speed this up because now this is going into 13 minutes. So check this out. This is awesome. You know what? I think I'm going to try to remember to frame this one day. It's just so cool. This was really an epic shot. Freak snowstorm, Montreal West, 2007. I think it was March or April. And I'm thinking of you, Julian, with this photo. And just amazing. I was able to snap off some amazing photos of these trains at rush hour. One of them was even the GP9 XCN GP9 locomotive. And again, this one, I don't remember when this one, 2009, 10, 11. Yeah, Guy Street downtown. Here was okay, this photo here and this one also, these were photos I had scanned with my computer and bought these photos from Vintage Slides on eBay. Like, I think this one was taken in BC in 81. This was taken probably in the 60s or 70s, somewhere in the States. I think Illinois. Looks like a 57 Corvette. Kenworth, beautiful Kenworth, probably 50s, early 60s. This was a photo, actually, a friend of mine gave me. He had found in a garbage bag on the side of the road. No joke, the whole bag, huge garbage bag filled with photos. He brings it to my place one day, and he gave me some of the. I don't want to record anymore. So yeah, this was taken somewhere in Quebec, 55 Buick. I'm trying to wrap this up because now the camera doesn't want to film anymore. This was in Verdun, I think 2011, 12, Freightliner FLD, Deliglis Street. This was a friend of mine who took this picture. Of course, I reprinted it 5x7. Looks like a New York City subway car. This is at the border here in Quebec, La Colle border. I don't know, about 99, 2000. And finally, Kenworth W900 on Côte Saint Luc Road doing delivering wood, firewood. Yeah, it looks like a 70s Kenworth. Fantastic. Anyway, so guys, I hope you like watching this. And I wish you guys a very nice day. And I'll enjoy looking at your comments. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.